anxiety, neck pain, back pain, IBS, digestive, constipation, hypertension. The list goes on and on. Okay? What am I talking about here? Things that are associated with altered breathing states. I could go for a long time without food. I can go a couple of days without water. I can only go for about a minute and a half without oxygen. Okay? Oxygen is the most essential nutrient to life, to you being here. It's not food. Water, yeah, it comes close. It's air. It's oxygen, okay? And so breathing should be the number one most important thing to look at on your totem pole of health, to make sure that it's working properly, to make sure that we're breathing properly. Let me give you a situation on how it's not breathing properly, how we're not breathing properly, or why we're not breathing properly. It's from a stress response, and this is a natural thing that our body does. We want to recruit secondary respiratory muscles so that we have more oxygen. Scalene, sternocleidomastoids, upper traps, pec minor, pec major, external intercostals, all these things help to elevate the rib cage so that we can increase thoracic lung volume to bring in more oxygen so that we can help ourselves in these times of stress. The problem is that we're stressed out all the time, and so we're doing this all the time. And when we recruit these things and we decrease diaphragmatic function, diaphragm, dome-shaped muscle, pulls down, increases thoracic lung volume, so that's where air comes in. When we do this, we get increased tonicity in the secondary respiratory muscles and a decreased function of the primary inspiratory muscle of the diaphragm. We get put into a respiratory alkalosis state, where we shift the pH from 7.4 to about 7.5. Not a big deal, right? Yeah, except it is a big deal. We get the Bohr effect, where hemoglobin, the guy that picks up the oxygen and carries it through the bloodstream, right? He doesn't like letting go of oxygen anymore. He says, no, wait, in a pH of 7.5, 7.6, like, I'm going to hold on to you. I'm not going to give you up. And so if that's not going to give him up to the tissues, guess what tissues aren't going to get it? Yeah, like your brain, your nervous system, your smooth muscles, everything that requires oxygen is pretty much going to be not getting its proper amount of oxygen. So you start running glycolysis. That's cool, right? What do we have happen? Okay, we get smooth constriction, smooth muscle constriction. We get vasoconstriction. So we get decreased blood flow. We get decreased blood flow to our digestive system. We get loss of peristalsis, that contraction of these muscles for the digestion and movement of our food along the digestive tract. This is why all these digestive issues and IBS and things like that can be intimately linked with breath. I'm not trying to say that they're a causative factor, okay? I really don't care right now in this video whether it's a cause or not. But what I'm saying is that there's a relationship. And if we can fix the breath, we might be able to affect change in whatever is going on with them, whether it's hypertension or the IBS or anxiety. Okay? So when we get, not only do we get this loss of peristalsis, this vasoconstriction, we get decreased motor control, our balance, increased agitation. We're in a sympathetic state, okay? When we're like really like fired up and we gotta always be on defense and get in sympathetic state, we get agitated very easily, and our pain tolerance decreases. So all of a sudden our neck muscles, from over recruiting here, we start feeling pain a lot more. Our neck is saying, hey, ow, this hurts. We're not working on our breath. What is proper breathing? How should we breathe? We should breathe diaphragmatically. Just watch a baby breathe, okay? Children, when they're born, they breathe perfectly fine. Somehow in development, in our life, with all the stressful situations, we just mess it all up. So let's relearn it, okay? Let's relearn it. If we do this guy moved, it's no good. It's no good. I see it all the time with people. What should we see? We should see the belly move. So watch me right here. I'm here. Okay, I know it's small and it's a subtle movement. I'm not saying I gotta like push my diaphragm or my pelvic abdominal contents out into the world, but we do need an outward flow of the diaphragm, or of the visceral organs, to create space, because from the diaphragm pulling down. I know this video is running long. Try and keep them to under 5 minutes so that everybody can watch them and keep our attention span. American diet, good to go. But think about your breath. Notice your breath. And what you need to do is, while you're thinking about your breath and noticing your breath, you need to get an iPhone and you need to get the bio breathing app. Get the bio breathing app. It's a nice little app like this. It's got some music. You can turn the music off. You can turn it on. But follow the tracer. Set the breathing. I usually like 6-6 or a 5-5 pattern. Its standard default is 4-6.